Hammond Report. This is Jon Hammond, the organ player and accordionist, and I'm back with my daily Hammond Report for Wednesday, July 8th of 2020. How's everybody doing out there? Thank you for joining me for some more music and stories. Right here, we got a recording of a very interesting and historic gig. It was the very first Midi Accordion performance that I did in the Jazzkeller, Frankfurt. This was when the Hammond XB-2 was out and at the trade show Musikmesse, and all of a sudden out of the blue I heard from the Hohner people. They wanted me to play a Hohner XB-2, and I never heard anything about this deal with Hohner. So I said, listen, the Hammond people didn't tell me anything about this deal, but what I can do is play one of your accordions Midi to a Hammond XB-2. And they gave me one of their top-of-the-line Morino IV accordions that had Midi feature on it. And I simply Midi'd it to my organ, and I'm playing the bass lines on there. And I invited Herb Ellis to the gig. And Herb came. He came to the door. They didn't know who he was. He was on my guest list. They had a little scene there at the door. This is 1992, folks. You know? Anyway, Herb came in and he sat right in the front row. And there's nothing like having Herb Ellis sitting in the front row staring at the musicians. Yeah, that's Barry Finnerty of the guitar, you know. We had a French drummer that we had just met right before the hit. Very nice player, Alain Now from Forbach in the French frontier near the border of Germany. And a lot of friends in the house. It was really quite a night. And I had a Leslie speaker that was, I think it was called a 412. It sounded pretty good. And I want to thank Joe Berger for engineering the recording. We had a whole bunch of nice microphones on loan to us from Sennheiser. Our good friend Norbert Hilbisch at Sennheiser sent all these microphones over to us to use. And Joe was under the piano mixing the concert, and in those days people could smoke, and he said somebody was blowing cigar smoke right under the piano. That was rough, man. Rough conditions, but it was a good party. Yeah. And let's see, who else was on the band there? Uwe Gehring, now he's changed his name to Wesley G. And the alto players, Derek, James. I recorded a thing with these cats in New York sometime after this. Derek is the only cat I ever played with. He had his mom in the recording booth with him while he laid down a track for this record that we did. I don't think I could do that myself, personally. Yeah, folks. Well, I hope everybody's doing okay out there. I want to remind you that it's a proven fact that you should be wearing your masks out there. As they say, mask up. Even if you feel good. Because, you know, this pandemic thing is nowhere near over. We want to be able to get back to work and get back on the bandstand for the musicians. We can't work right now. And those Zoom sessions the cats are doing, mostly kind of depressing to watch, you know. That's why I'm happy to bring you some of my favorite clips. There's a line on the drums. In French, they say batterie. Yeah. And then Barry. He's too much, man. Yeah. That's actually accordion. With my Hammond XB-2 midi'd. Oh yeah. Well, you know, I played around with all different kind of configurations. I had accordions that sounded like organs and organs that sounded like accordions. I finally decided if I want to play accordion, I'll play accordion. These days I'm playing Excelsior accordions, and I love them very much. And, of course, when I want to sound like an organ, I play a Hammond organ. Taking it home, folks. Have a beautiful day. And an even better one tomorrow. Before I get out of here, there's one last thing I want to say to you. And that is, bye-bye now.